What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in case you guys didn't know, last week Niantic released the highly anticipated Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Go, and I have to be honest, it has not lived up to the expectations that we were all hoping for. Just in case you guys happen to follow my Facebook page, right up here, facebook.com/Shway84, I recently wrote a small article based on my experiences so far in Mega Evolution raids for Pokemon Go. Take a moment right now if you get a chance, go check it out. It's not a very big article, but it is a small article, and I do cover a lot of my experiences. I kind of give my thoughts on Mega Evolutions so far, and I give my little analysis of it. So if you get a chance, go check it out. This video is going to be kind of a follow-up to that article. I don't really have time to go over everything that I put in the article. So if you get a chance right now, go check it out real quick. It's on my Facebook page. Today's video, you guys, we're going to go over a few things that Niantic can do to kind of improve on Pokemon Go's Mega Evolution, because again, I don't think it's really lived up to our expectations, and it's not what I expected, and I'm sure that it's not a lot of what you expected either. And of course, you guys, today we're going to do it while opening up some cards. Right here you have on screen, we are opening up a wide variety of cards. Now you'll notice that these packs, there's something that all these packs have in common. There's Unbroken Bonds, Burning Shadows, Hidden Fates, and Darkness Ablaze. Now, what do these packs have in common? Well, they all have the potential of pulling a Charizard out of them. So we're not just going after the shiny Charizard for Hidden Fates, but we're also going after the Reshiram Charizard from Unbroken Bonds. We're also going after the hyper rare Charizard out of Burning Shadows, and of course, Darkness Ablaze, the newest set that just came out a couple of weeks ago. It is the VMAX Charizard. So let's get right into the openings, guys. We're going to talk about what it is that Pokemon can do, what it is that Niantic can do to improve on the Mega Evolutions. So I've thought about this often. What can they do to improve on it? And there's three things that I think of that Niantic can do to kind of improve on the Pokemon Go, because once again, it has not lived up to our expectations. It's definitely not what I was hoping it would be. So three things. The first thing that I think that Niantic can do, it's probably, I think, would take the least amount of work, but it definitely doesn't make any sense. And that is to make Mega Evolution to where it was permanent. As soon as you got the 200 energy to unlock Mega Evolution, it just stayed that way. You never had to Mega Evolve it ever again. And they could keep everything else the same. They would make it to where whenever you joined a raid battle, that you would only be able to take one Pokemon into the raid that was Mega Evolved. That would stay the same. The Mega Raids would stay the same. The Mega Energy would essentially stay the same. But they would just make it to where as soon as you Mega Evolved that first time, once you spent that 200 energy, you never had to spend that 200 or any energy ever again. Right now, they have it set to where once you do the initial Mega Evolve for the 200 energy, it costs 50 energy or so after that. And if you read my Facebook post, I kind of broke it down as though you were a trainer who never purchased raid passes. And ultimately, it would just be a nightmare, because you need 200 energy to Mega Evolve the first time, and then you would need 50 to Mega Evolve each and every time after that. And I just feel like if you're not buying raid passes, that's no benefit to you at all. So that's one thing they could do. But as you all know, it really doesn't make any sense, because Mega Evolution is meant to be temporary. It was never meant to be permanent. If you played the X and Y series like I did, then you know that Mega Evolution is temporary. What it is you can Mega Evolve during battle, and then you Mega Evolve until either your Pokemon faints or the battle is over. And it's not meant to be permanent. So in my opinion, that's the one thing that I think just makes the least amount of sense, just because we all know Mega Evolution to be temporary and not permanent. The other thing, another thing that Niantic could do, and I think that this would be definitely a lengthy fix or update, if you will, but I do think that it would make the most sense, and it would be to do as I thought Mega Evolution was going to be introduced to begin with, and that's with the introduction of the Mega Evolution Stones. So, and with that, you would also give your Pokemon the ability to hold an item, and which, if you played those Pokemon games, if you play Pokemon games, then the ability to hold items was introduced back in Generation 2. And here we are in Generation 5, on the edge of Generation 5. That's another thing. I really thought that they were going to release Mega Evolution along with Generation 6. And it's very shocking to me that that didn't happen. I'll get to that more in just a moment because I have a couple theories on that as well. But give Pokemon the ability to hold an item. That's something that I've been looking forward in Pokemon Go for some time, wondering if it's ever going to happen. And at this point, I just don't know. And I don't think anybody really does. But that's how Mega Evolution works. They could also introduce the Mega Evolution stones into the game. Currently, right now, the stones they have in the game are stones like the Sunstone, the Metal Coat, the Upgrade. And those, we have our first full art. Is that a full art? That is not a full art, but that is the first card in Unbroken Bonds. Pheromosa and Buzzwole. That's a nice hit. Anyway, back. This is really going to be challenging for me today. But you know, back in Generation 2, you have the Evolution Stones, and those have been around for about 3 years now, right? I'd like to think that the majority of us do have our Scizors and our Steelixes and our Blossoms. Now, I don't want to sit here and assume that everybody does, but I'm going to say that a majority of the player base does, because, look, I understand that not everybody was playing back in 2016, 2017, but there's a lot of trainers that have been. Now, I'm not saying get rid of the Evolution Stones altogether. I'm just saying that they could introduce the Mega Evolution Stones, and they could essentially take the place of those regular evolution items. For example, that's upside down. For example, sorry, that's upside down. Okay, that's going to throw me off. For example, on your 7-day Pokestop streak, you are currently awarded with a guaranteed evolution item, and it could be one of those aforementioned items that I mentioned a few minutes ago. What Niantic could essentially do is they could introduce the Mega Evolution Stones, and they could replace the 7-day Pokestop streak. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. They could essentially replace the 7-day streak, and they could say that, well, you get a Mega Evolution Stone. And right now in Pokemon Go, the only Mega Evolutions that are available are, of course, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, and Beedrill. So there really wouldn't be a whole lot of Evolution Stones right now anyway. So, and they don't have to, and it sounds like they're going to really kind of push these out gradually. Right now, I think we're on a mission to unlock Mega Beedrill. Obviously, it's going to be within 7 days, but just think about how often we complete the 7-day Pokestop streak. And I know I complete mine every week. It would just make sense to allow your Pokemon to hold an item, come out with the Evolution Stones, give the Pokemon the ability to hold that item, and then just completely do away with the Mega Raid energy, excuse me, as I try to speak. Do away with Mega Raid energy, because I don't really know what that's all about. This whole thing has just really confused me, and it's confused a lot of people on what they were thinking whenever they introduced Mega Evolution. It's definitely not reached up to any of our expectations. So do away with Mega Raid energy and just stick with our candies and our Stardust that we've all been saving up over the years. And I think that would be a good way to implement it, would be to have the Mega Evolution Stones. And, you know, so say like for Charizard, you have 2 different Charizards, Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y. Celesteela, another, I think I've already pulled this one actually. Another one out of Unbroken Bonds. That's a nice hit right there. And I believe the Lucario is a rare. It is a rare. Another one of those fancy double packs. Double rares. Those are always nice. Here, I'll tell you what. You go up here. That's a GX card. So, as I was saying, as I continually clear my throat, do away with Mega Raid energy. Give your Pokemon the ability to hold an item. Come out with the Mega Evolution Stones. Replace, essentially, the regular Evolution Stones that we have. Now, you could still obtain those in a Pokestop or a gift. Gosh, I'm so sorry. My throat's like dry here. I may have to pause for a second and go get something to drink after I do this pack here. Definitely apologize, I'm not ready for this today. Fire energy. But again, I feel like that would take the most amount of time to be able to implement the event, because you're talking about essentially just wiping the whole thing out and starting over from scratch. And I don't know that they're in a position to do that, considering they've already released it. So that's another way that I think Niantic could essentially update it is just rework the entire thing, because none of it makes sense to me, as I've mentioned. And I think that how they should have implemented it was the way that I suggested, was how, I mean, look, Mega Evolution is simple. Like I said, you have a Mega Evolution Stone, you have the bracelet, you're in battle, you just Mega Evolve. Doing these Mega Raids, I think I've done 5 raids so far, and I still have not been able to Mega Evolve any of my Pokemon yet, because, again, for Charizard, you have to do 5 specific Charizard raids, and you get it for 4 hours. So that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, wherever you are, if there's even enough raids that pop up, I know they've said that they've really tried to do a lot as far as making Pokestops available, as far as, you know, making it easier for trainers to do it and things like that. But, you know, we just really haven't. I don't know. That's a lot of raids to just do Mega Evolution for one Pokemon. Excuse me for one moment, please. There. That feels a lot better. I apologize about that. All right, where were we? We finished Unbroken Bonds. Now we're on to Burning Shadows. No Charizards out of that pack. Now, where was I? Continuing on with Pokemon Go's Mega Evolution. That's the one thing that I think would take the most amount of time to do. And it's the one that I think makes the most sense. But the question that Niantic has to ask themselves is that something they want to do? Do they want to just start from scratch and go through all that? And I don't think that that's what they're going to do. So, as I was saying, can Niantic, are they willing to do that? And I just don't think that they're willing to do that. I think they've already released it. I think what they have to do is they just have to figure out how they can continue to improve on it. And Noivern GX, Dragon type, right there for the first pack on Burning Shadows. Another GX card. GX card number 3 going up top there for you guys. So that's 2 ways that I think Niantic can do it. But again, I just don't think those are doable. The first one just doesn't make any sense because, again, Mega Evolution is meant to be temporary, not permanent. The second one, I just don't think that Niantic is willing to just scratch the entire thing and basically start over. They might be. I don't know. But they definitely need to do something. And that leads me to my third one, which I think, you guys, I think it's definitely the thing that they're going to do because it makes the most sense. And I think it requires the least amount of work. And that's essentially just make it to where once you do the initial Mega Evolve, once you pay the 200 Mega Energy to do it, it just doesn't cost anything after that. Now, everything would stay the same. The 4 hours, the 1 Mega Evolution Pokemon at a time. I just think that if they got rid of the cost to Mega Evolve after you did the initial 200, I think that would make the most sense. Because, as stated in my Facebook post, if you're somebody who doesn't buy raid passes, who can't buy raid passes, then this update is just a nightmare for you. I buy raid passes. I do. But there's a lot of people that I know that can't buy raid passes, that don't buy raid passes because, look, remember, we're still in a pandemic. Okay, there's still a lot of people that are out of work. People may not have the money to pay for raid passes. So right now, if you're playing Pokemon Go and you don't buy raid passes, wait a minute. Did I just get a double Vileplume? Yes, I did. Twins in the pack, and they're both rares, so I'll definitely take it. But I think you're doing 1 raid per day. Imagine if you did Pokemon Go, you did 1 raid per day. It'd take, as I said in the post, it would take 5 days to Mega Evolve your initial Pokemon, and then, do you want to try to Mega Evolve another one, or Mega Evolve the same one that you had? It's just, again, the whole thing just doesn't make any sense to me. But I think the best solution would be to just say, okay, look, you spend 200 energy and you Mega Evolve your Charizard, but then after you Mega Evolve it the first time, you don't have to Mega Evolve it again after the initial evolve. Because then what you could do is after you evolve Charizard, well, then you can go on to your Blastoise, or you can go on to your Venusaur. Like one scenario that I thought of was, okay, let's say you wanted to let's say you want to start with Charizard, and you want to go, like, my favorite is Mega Charizard X. So say that how I wanted to do this was, let's say that Mega Evolution, after you initially did the 200, it didn't cost anything. Okay, so let's say that I want to Mega Evolve my Charizard into Mega Charizard X. So what I could do is I could do 5 raids, and I can get the 200 energy needed to Mega Evolve Charizard and Charizard X, and then that's it. I don't have to spend another ounce of energy on Charizard to ever Mega Evolve him ever again. I've unlocked it, and it's done. Then I can make the decision, okay, now let's take that Charizard that I've powered up, that I've Mega Evolved, a Alolan Muck GX, Burning Shadows right there. That is another GX pull right there for you guys. Lining them up one after another. Beware is the reverse holo. So after I did the 5 raids and I Mega Evolved my Charizard, then I can say, well, okay, well, Charizard's a fire type. Okay, well, Venusaur's grass. Fire beats grass. So let's say that I do a couple raids, and then let's say that the next day, you know, someone's doing Venusaur raids, and I don't have to Mega Evolve Charizard. I've already unlocked the initial 200, so now I can just Mega Evolve Charizard, and I can go after Venusaur, and I can have so much fun with it. But as it stands right now, like, if you don't buy raid passes, you know, you know, the next day you have a choice. You know, so you do 5 raids, you get the 200 energy, and then you have the energy to Mega Evolve your Charizard. Well, then you go on day number 6, and you think, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to Mega Evolve my Charizard again? I have to do 2 more raids to Mega Evolve him, or do I want to try to go after, like, a Venusaur or a Blastoise? I just won't Mega Evolve my Pokemon. It just makes most sense, just to be able to have it to where you never have to pay for it again. Now, of course, the same rules could apply. You could still have it to where you can only Mega Evolve 1 Pokemon at a time. And you could still have it to where the Mega Evolution only lasts for 4 hours. But let's say, you know, the other advantages to that is, say that you wanted to spend an entire day raiding, and, you know, you have the raid passes. Then you're free to pretty much raid whatever you want, because, you know, if you have Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise already unlocked, you can just decide which one you want to have Mega Evolved. There's no prerequisite to evolving it again and again and again. It's so tedious. You know, say you come up with the 200 energy to Mega Evolve your Charizard, and then you gotta make a decision. Do I want to Mega Evolve Charizard again? I have to do Charizard raids. If I want to try to unlock Venusaur raids, I have to do Venusaur raids. Or not Venusaur raids, but if I want to unlock Venusaur Mega Evolution, I have to do Venusaur raids. So you're really forced into, these are the raids I have to do, and these are the raids I don't want to do. So if they did it to where once you unlocked the 200, you never had to pay again, then you could essentially use those Mega Evolve Pokemon you've already earned, and you could use those to go into the raid battles against other Mega Pokemon that are weak to said Mega Evolution Pokemon you've already got. And then you can just keep the train rolling. You can go from Charizard to Venusaur, another Vileplume. And then from Venusaur to Blastoise, and then so on and so forth. I mean, there's so many things that you could do if you've already unlocked it. But the fact that you have to pay, you have to basically have 5 raid passes to unlock 4 hours of play, and then you have to do 2 more raids to get 4 more hours. And it's just, that's just, you know, me. I want to be able to decide which raids I want to do and which raids I want to participate in. And someone who doesn't buy raid passes, again, the post, I basically break it down, you know, the pros and cons to it. And just imagine if you're a trainer, this is the question that I want you guys to ask yourself. Imagine yourself a trainer. And if you're Niantic and you're watching this, ask yourself this question too. If you are a trainer who cannot buy raid passes, who will not buy raid passes, how can you benefit from the, guys, we have a full art hyper rare Salazzle GX, a hashtag gotta have it card. We paused this broadcast to bring you a Salazzle Burning Shadows hyper rare full art. That is an amazing pull. That is another hyper rare. Guys, the hyper rares are rolling in now. Here we go. That is, as I said, a hashtag gotta have it card. What a pull. The fire type. If only we could have pulled the other fire type. But this is a hyper rare, and I am definitely going to take it right there. That is last pack magic for Burning Shadows right there for you. Such an amazing pull. I love it. But yes, Niantic, ask yourself this. How are you going to benefit from this event if you don't buy raid passes? If you only have the one free raid pass. Now look, Niantic was very generous to allow you to be able to buy 3 remote raid passes in the shop for 1 coin. But let's face it, they're not going to do that every week. Okay, so imagine if you had 1 free raid pass to do every day. It would take 5 days of raiding to be able to accumulate the energy to Mega Evolve your Pokemon for 4 hours. And if you're only doing 1 raid per day, then you would have to wait until day number 6 to do that raid. To Mega Evolve your Pokemon, to participate in that 1 raid, and then that's it. You're done. You have to do 2 more raids in order to accumulate more energy to be able to Mega Evolve that second Pokemon. By the way, we're on the Hidden Fates, guys. What kind of pulls can we get out of these cards today? We have Arbok and Vaporeon. We're still looking for some more cards out of regular Hidden Fates. Mainly the Charizard GX and the Raichu GX. And I think there's a couple other rares that we're after. I think it's mostly rares that we're after in regular Hidden Fates. Well, we're going to see if we can pull those in today. But you do 2 raids. You get 50 more energy. On average, every raid I've done so far, I've gotten 45 energy. So I don't know if 50 is the maximum. I've read that 50 is the maximum. But I don't know for sure, like personally, if 50 is the maximum because I haven't gotten that yet. But even if 50 is the maximum, like you probably have to have at least 15 or 16 trainers to participate in the raid battle in order to get that. And so far I haven't seen that. But a lot of that could be that people are just turned away from Mega Evolution because it does seem like it's very tedious. And it does seem like that, I hate to say it, and I don't like using this word, but it does kind of seem like a money grab. It's basically Niantic telling their players, unless you buy raid passes on a daily basis, you're not going to be able to experience the full content of this update. You're just not going to be able to. And if you do buy raid passes on a regular basis, go out there and have all kinds of fun. And I just feel like, I just don't feel that that's right. Because Pokemon Go is supposed to be a free-to-play game. And the whole thing is I just don't feel like this update makes it very free-to-play. I just don't. I don't think that's the case. And it should be free to play with the option of buying raid passes. And this update just makes it seem like in order for me to really have fun with the update, I have to buy raid passes. And look, I buy raid passes. I do. But I'm trying to put myself in the minds of those that can't, because as I said, I know people who cannot buy raid passes, and they're basically telling me, look, I'm just not going to be able to have any fun with this update because I don't buy raid passes, and I don't feel like I should have to buy raid passes. And I agree. I don't think anybody should have to. It should be something where, you know what, maybe I can progress a little bit faster than everybody else, and maybe I can buy raid passes. But this update, I mean, it would take 5 days to Mega Evolve 1 Pokemon. And then, but that's every Pokemon. So if you want to Mega Evolve Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, that's 15 days of raiding. That's half a month just to evolve 3 of them. And guys, there's a lot of Mega Pokemon out there. And I will say this also, that we only know the cost of Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, and Beedrill. Beedrill, of course, is 100. Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur are 200. Hey, we have another bird! It's not one of the birds, but it is another Ho-Oh GX Full Art Shiny. That is my second one that I have pulled right there for you guys. I'm starting to really pull the duplicates. And look, I love my duplicates. And if I'm not mistaken, the ticker should change because I don't believe I have Electrode in the regular Hidden Fates. So we got a twofer. We got Ho-Oh GX, the chicken bird, and we got the Electrode. There we go. I think it's fixed now. Whoever does my editing, me, I do like doing the ticker. Because it also helps me keep track of where I'm at in the sets. Because after all, it is my quest to complete all of the sets. On to Hidden Fates. We're halfway through our Hidden Fates packs. These Hidden Fates packs come from the remaining, almost all of my tins I have left over. I'm getting through my product, guys. But I have, these are 9 packs each that I'm opening today. And we have no more tins left of Hidden Fates. We have 2 of the Walmart boxes left. From the Walmart GX boxes, the ones I opened up in one of my previous videos. Go check it out if you haven't. But I have 2 of those left, and then I have, of course, the Ultra Ball and Great Ball collections. Now, if you don't know what those are the collections that you could typically find mostly, I believe, in GameStops. I could be wrong, but that's where I got all of mine. They were $50 each, and they contained 10 Hidden Fates booster packs per set. And you also got an additional card. With the Great Ball collection, you got the Zoroark GX Full Art Shiny. And with the Ultra Ball collection, you got the Metagross Full Art GX Shiny. All in all, I think I have 4 of the Ultra Ball, and I have 3 of the Great Balls. But I'm going to be getting into those very soon as well, because we are in the month of September now. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know about this reprint for Hidden Fates. I know I've mentioned it before in the past, and it probably is going to happen. But from what I've read, it's going to be very, very limited. So I'm actually kind of worried because I don't know that I'm going to be able to get my hands on any more Hidden Fates. I'm crossing my fingers and I'm hoping, because I really want to complete this set. And at the very least, with the cards I have, I at least want to pull the rest of the Evolutions and the Charizard. As I've stated before, I'm okay if I still have to hunt down like maybe a shiny Darkrai. But the price of that Charizard is just through the roof right now, and I really want to be able to pull it out of a pack. That would mean the world to me, and the rest of the Evolutions as well, because they're such amazing cards. As we pull a full art Darkness energy. That's our second energy that we pulled. But we're getting down to the rest of our Hidden Fates. We're really just looking for the full art shinies and the rest of the shinies. But I'm gonna open up the rest of the Hidden Fates that I have, and we're just gonna cross our fingers and hope. But I've looked on websites for pre-orders, and of course, as soon as the pre-orders went live, they instantly sold out. So it all comes down to whether or not I'll be able to go to places like Target or GameStop and be able to get my hands on these tins when they go, if they even arrive in stores, because I don't know that they will. I haven't really seen anything solid that says this is going to happen. I've seen pre-orders on websites, but I've also seen that they're all sold out. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my hands on all of the Hidden Fates cards. But guys, trust me when I say this, I am definitely going to try. We're going to try our best. That's all we can do every single day, is just try our best. We got one last pack of Hidden Fates. I'm going to say this right now. If I pulled the birds of any form, actually there's one form that I need, but I'm going to go ahead and call it. If I end up pulling the birds out of this pack, I'm just going to shut the video down. I'm not even going to touch Darkness Ablaze. Here we go, last pack magic. Let's see what we can pull out of this pack. Clefairy, Cubone, Jigglypuff, Eevee, Cubone. We got a shiny Wooper. And I don't think I've pulled this one yet. Shiny Wooper. Water type. And look at him. He just looks so happy. He looks like he just pulled a shiny Charizard out of a pack. That just might be what my face looks like. I'll have to make sure that I get that on camera. But there's a shiny for you guys. Shiny Wooper. Mr. Mime finished it off with the Hidden Fates. We are down to Darkness Ablaze. Last 9 packs of the video. Darkness Ablaze, of course, as you guys know, came out just a few weeks ago. I've opened up 2 Elite Trainer boxes. I've opened up several of the double packs, the buy one, get one. We have pulled one hyper rare full art out of the packs, the ever so glorious and beautiful Butterfree. We are still hoping to pull every card out of this set. I do have a booster box. Walmart is running out of all of the double packs. I have been to several Walmarts the last several days. Nobody has any more. So great job, you guys. We cleaned out all of Walmart for all of their packs. Kudos to all of you. But I do have a booster box, and I'm debating on whether or not I want to open it. I guess it's really going to come down to whether or not I pull that as to whether or not I pull the VMAX Charizard. That I think is what it's going to come down to. Because I have the booster boxes from the first 3 sets, and I'm thinking about maybe someday just doing a big opening. I don't want to open too many cards at once on camera because I don't want to burn through all of my product in a matter of a couple videos. Because, guys, I don't know about you, but not only are the Walmarts around here running out of Darkness Ablaze, but they're running out of everything. Like, and I know that I've been buying a lot, but sometimes I'll walk into a Walmart and I'll see a lot of stuff, but I'll try to save some for everybody else. But I went into some Walmarts these last couple of days and there's nothing. Like, I don't even know if they're restocking the shelves at all. These are troubling times, Pokemon trainers. Get your hand on as many cards as you can. I know I'm hoping to pull as much product as I can. I want to complete these sets. I'm still in the process of getting my hands on more boxes because, again, if you've been here since the beginning, you know that all my cards are in binders, but I don't want to display them in a binder. I want to keep them in a top loader, all of my cards in top loaders, and I want to keep them in boxes. Kind of maybe try to find a better solution to displaying them. But I recently placed an order at BCW Supplies for 25 more boxes because even the vintage stocks, which is usually where I get those boxes from, they're just cleaned out. They don't have any. So definitely running into some walls here when it comes to stocking up all my supplies and stuff. But again, these are troubling times. I'm hopeful that as soon as this whole pandemic is declared over with, that things kind of go back to normal a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but this whole COVID-19 it's just driven me mad. And you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about it anymore because it's just that frustrating. Right now, my number one concern right now is just trying to provide videos to you guys on a weekly basis. My work schedule has been totally hectic lately, and it's about to get a lot more hectic because school's back in session now. So I'm definitely going to try to stick to my 1 video a week. I may try to put out more than 1 video if I can, but we're just going to kind of see how I can use my time. I've decided that I'm not going to do videos after a long day at work because, again, I'm just mentally exhausted and I'm physically exhausted and I just don't have the energy to do it. So, like, I'm dedicating my days off to recording videos, my first day off, and then my second day off to edit those videos. And stick around to the end of this video, guys, because I do have a very exciting announcement for you guys. Just a little something later on I'm going to announce to you guys. I'm very excited about it. What are we down to? We've got 5 packs left. Still no Charizards in sight. Womp, womp, womp. We do have Combuskin, Jigglypuff. So going back to the Pokemon Go topic, you guys, Niantic has come out and they've said that they are listening to player feedback. So we can definitely, I know that a lot of people, myself included, are very disappointed with Mega Evolution so far. But we are definitely hopeful that we can see some updates to it in the very near future. Because, look, I expected so much more out of Mega Evolution, and I know that everybody else did as well. But I typically, whenever I notice that a large player base is upset about something, I typically try to find some way to, maybe make it to where they really shouldn't be complaining so much. But this update, I get it. I mean, I buy raid passes. I'm not one of those trainers that can't buy raid passes. So, you might look at me and say, well, how this doesn't affect you. But I just think about all those people that don't buy raid passes. And I just think that it should be fair for anybody, including Crobat V, a full art. Maybe I'm gonna call it a full art. It's not a full art, but it is a Crobat V, Dark Asset and Venomous Fang. Crobat is actually one of my favorite Poison type Pokemon, so I'm really glad that I pulled this card. This is an actually amazing card, Dark type. Crobat V. Weakness is fighting. That is an amazing card right there. Crobat V. One more hit for you guys. We are down to our last 3 packs here before the video officially comes to an end. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing terrible on time. That's great. Doing terrible on time. I apologize about the dryness of the throat. I was not fully prepared for the video today, but I've been looking forward to doing it. Because I want to talk to you guys about Pokemon Go. I wanted to really get it out there and give you guys my ideas, my thoughts on what Niantic could do to improve on it. So you guys, as of editing this video, Niantic has already implemented changes to Pokemon Go's Mega Evolution. They have increased the amount of energy that you can earn in a raid up to 90. The range was from 40 to 50, but now it's 50 to 90. And they've also decreased the amount of energy that you need to Mega Evolve after the initial 200. And I believe it's been reduced by 20%, so I think it's gone from 50 to 40. So definitely some improvements on Niantic's part thus far, but I think they have a little bit more that they need to do in order to make it really work for everybody. So as you were, back to the video. When my videos go live, and check them out. Once again, I will try to do videos on a weekly basis, depending on my work schedule. 2 packs left of Darkness Ablaze. 2 packs, and then a major announcement for you guys that I'm really excited for. Here we are, code card. Hit the like button down below, guys, if I have hit every code card in the shot today. Please do. It really means a lot to me. And also, use those code cards, guys. That means a lot to me as well. Somebody comment down below if you redeemed one of those cards so that I at least know that somebody is using them. That would mean a lot to me. Rookadee! Rookadoo! Rose Tower, and another V, Grimmsnarl V, and this is also, I'm just going to call it a full art, another Dark type hit right there for you guys. That is an amazing card. Grimmsnarl V, weak to grass. That's nice. I almost said Spicy Knuckle. Spiky Knuckle. Back to back. Almost back to back hits with the Darkness. Guys, check out the pulls in today's video. Before I open up the last pack, let's go over them one last time here just real quick. From Unbroken Bonds, we've got Pheromosa and Buzzwole. We've got Celesteela GX, which again I think is a duplicate. And then from Burning Shadows, we have Noivern GX, which that might be a duplicate as well. And then we have the Alolan Muck GX. And then we have, of course, the hyper rare full art Salazzle GX hyper rare, which I am deeming today's hashtag pull of the day. What an amazing opening for today. We got Salazzle GX, and then we also have a Ho-Oh GX full art shiny to go with our Wooper shiny, and of course the 2 V from Darkness Ablaze. Here we go, guys, with the last pack of today's video. Last pack of Darkness Ablaze. Last pack Magic. Let's see if we can pull that Charizard VMAX out of this pack. Here we are with the code card right there for you guys. 4 cards back to the back with the card trick. We've got Leaf Energy, Grass Energy, Pupitar, Swilus, Fletchinder, Wishy-Washy, Pansage, Tauros, Diglett, Squovit, Tauros, a Centiskorch V full art. It is not a Charizard VMAX, but it is a full art V, and we will take that all day long. And it looks like, this actually looks like a really good card. It is a fire type. We actually hit on a few fire types today, just no Charizards. Well, there's always next time. It does, looking at the centering actually does look off a little bit right off the bat. Definitely top to bottom. I don't know how well you can see that in the shot. Oh gosh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. But that, it looks like it's thicker on top than it is on bottom. And it also looks like it might be thicker on the left than it is on the right. Definitely noticeable there in the off-centering. But nevertheless, it is an amazing pull. It is definitely off-center on the back as well. Closer to this corner than it is to that corner. But it is an amazing card, the Centiskorch V. We nailed the hashtag last pack magic for today's video. So look, here's the deal, guys. And hit me up in the comment section. Join the conversation down below if you guys agree with me on this. I expected the Mega Evolution drop to be potentially the biggest update to Pokemon Go ever. I actually thought that Pokemon Go was going to release Generation 6 at the same time that they released Mega Evolutions. And I expected it to be the largest update to Pokemon Go ever. And I remember last Thursday, I was sitting there, I was off work, I was at home, and all of a sudden I just get a notification on my phone and it says Mega Evolution is here. And it just kind of seemed like it was very anticlimactic. And Mega Evolution so far, it has let me down. It's been a letdown. I haven't been as excited for it as I thought I would be. But look, before we all grab our pitchforks and start storming the gates of Niantic, guys, I want you to remember this, that we are in a pandemic, and Niantic may have very well been hit with their resources just like anybody else has. So let's give Niantic some time. I'm going to be patient with them. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm going to be patient with them. I'm going to give them time because I just feel like something was off with this release. I don't think, me personally, I don't think that this is what they intended. I do think they had something big planned, but I just can't help but wonder if this whole situation that we're in right now just kind of threw a wrench in their plans. So that's my big thing, is I just expected this thing to be the biggest update in Pokemon Go. Generation 6 would come out the same time as Mega Evolutions, and I just don't feel like it's really there. I haven't been as excited as I thought I would be. But again, a lot of it has to do with the fact that it just seems so tedious. Like, you have to do raids to get raid energy, to get mega energy. Do mega raids to get mega energy to mega evolve your Pokemon for 4 hours, and then to mega evolve it even more, you have to do more mega raids to get more mega energy. And it's just a continual. You just have to do raids in order to get the mega energy in order to evolve. And if you don't buy raid passes, you just don't benefit. And to me, that's not right. That's how I feel. To me, it's not right. But hopefully, be hopeful. I'm hopeful that they can work on this and they can do some reworks. They can do some tweaks to it, and they can really make it the update, and they can make it the type of Pokemon game that we really do have come to enjoy and love over the past 4 years. So hopefully they're able to get it together, and they can really bring Mega Evolution to Pokemon Go the way that we really all hoped that it would. At least for me personally. As you guys know, I've said in the past, Mega Evolution was Generation 6. It was the first major update in Pokemon, and I loved it. Mega Charizard X is my absolute favorite Mega Evolution Pokemon of all time, because you actually take Charizard and he becomes his natural type. In my opinion, he becomes a Dragon type. And, you know, what we're experiencing right now with Generation 6, you know, we got Generation 7 coming up in 1 or 2 years. And, you know, what are they going to implement when Generation 7 comes out? What about Generation 8? I mean, you got Gigantamax right now. You had Z moves in Generation 7. So there's a lot of questions right now. And hopefully we can get those questions answered in the very near future. But until next time, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in today's video. Hit the like button if you liked it. And guys, subscribe to my content for future videos. Hit the notification bell and be notified when my videos drop the moment that I drop them. So, and also, guys, don't forget to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Shway84. I'm also on Instagram, do2shway. I'll put they should be up on the screen right now. I'm trying to incorporate them into my videos, so you guys have them. Now, I don't post daily on Instagram because a lot of times I forget to. But I am going to try to post daily on there. And then I'm actually really excited about my Facebook page because I had my article that I wrote, and it was actually the first real piece that I've ever written. So I'm definitely excited about that. But I'm doing these videos. I'm learning more and more about myself every day. There's things that intrigue me that I never thought would intrigue me. I never thought that, I mean, when I was a kid, when I was younger, I would actually write short stories. But it's actually telling me right now that I have some sort of interest in writing. So that's definitely exciting. I'm also being more interested in filming as I record on at least once a week. And there's probably about 30 or 40 outtakes in this video. But I'm having fun with it. And it's something that I really enjoy doing. And another thing is journalism. I never thought that journalism would be something that really interests me. But taking a leap and putting myself out there to make these videos, I just learn more and more about myself every day. And I encourage every single one of you to do the exact same thing. Whatever it is you want to do, just do it. As the Nike brand says with the Snorlax hanging over it, just do it. Well, Snorlax says just do it later, but just do it. So I've had tons of fun making these videos. I'm opening up all kinds of cards. Expanding my collection beyond anything that ever was. So I'm definitely having lots of fun. Now, for the exciting announcement, you guys, starting very soon, once a week, I will be live streaming Pokemon Sword on my YouTube channel right here on Shui. And I'm very excited about that because I've always wanted to play video games, and I've always wanted to play video games live and have somebody else watch them. So I'm definitely excited and looking forward to that. Check that in the very near future. I will be streaming live. So it won't be, I thought about doing one of two things where I could record the videos and then I could post them. But I just think, why not just give live streaming a shot? I've never really done it. I have done it on the PlayStation, but this is like a whole new ball game with my setup that I have here. Of course, my computer is right here. You can't see it in the shot, but occasionally if you see me do this, it's because I can see myself on my screen over there. So, but yeah, so tune into that because that's I'm very excited for that. I'm also a little nervous, but the only way to get over being nervous is just to get out there and do it. So that's all the time I have for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, like the Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, guys. I am loving this journey that I'm on right now, loving what I'm doing every single day on this channel. And those of you that tune in, that watch, that tolerate it, that stomach it, thank you guys for tuning in and tolerating me. I greatly appreciate it. And tell your friends about me. As who said that? Chris Tucker said that. I have a feeling it was. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. What an amazing video we had today. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, my name is Shui, and I will see you all in the next video.